Hello, hello. I am Jennifer, and I am so grateful that you're in this 21-day Live Free challenge. And free is the key word here because it is free and it is an opportunity for you to try out what it's like to work with a coach and what it's like to use the programs that are available to you on your Beachbody on demand that I hope you have signed up for by now. If you have not, I will reach out to you or Tabitha or Wendy, and we will make sure that you are appropriately set up to be able to use this group. What I'm going to do is help you pick a program. I'm going to help you get started. A little bit about me. I am someone who, as Tabitha mentioned, has overcome chronic pain. I have a degenerative disc disease. I have 2 herniated discs. I suffered from back pain for many, many years, which kept me from exercising, which kept me from feeling like I could live life. You know, I had to say to people, I'm sorry, I can't lift that. And you look ridiculous. I was in my 20s when I started with back. My back went out the first time when I was 25. And so I felt so silly and helpless. I couldn't stand it anymore. And so I took matters into my own hands and I got in shape and I changed that. Does that mean I never have pain? No, I do still sometimes have pain. And I sometimes have to take a week off of heavy workouts and do yoga or some sort of stretching, give myself a little bit of a break, but I never have to stop moving anymore, nor do I have to take medication. I hope that you will find the same. I also have or had a tremendous amount of digestive issues. I did not take care of myself for a very long time. I did not eat vegetables. I did not drink water. I did not exercise much, and I certainly didn't eat well. I literally used to refuse to carry cash because I would stop at a drive-thru if I had it. And this is back when fast food places did not take credit cards or debit cards. I mean, that was unheard of. So I always made sure I didn't have cash with me so I couldn't go to the fast food places. And then if I did have cash, I went anyway. And then the worst thing in the world happened. They started taking debit cards. So I had to rework myself. um, so I had, from all that bad eating and drinking, I had IBS, esophagitis, acid reflux that I was on medication for, eczema and psoriasis, which has totally cleared up since changing my lifestyle and beginning to get the complete and total nutrition that I'm getting from my Shakeology, which you will hear us tell you more about during this time. You'll have the opportunity to get some really good information. So before you decide if Shakeology is for you, you'll get all the info and you won't have to make a sudden decision. And that's fantastic. So let's talk about your on-demand and how to find the right workout for you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so here we are. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go to Beachbody, and you can see it pops up, Beachbody on Demand. And then you just click. Okay, now hopefully you've already signed up for this. If you have not, do not do it from this screen. Make sure you do it from the link that the person who, or the coach that you were invited by, emailed to you or messaged to you. If you don't know where that is, please make sure to let us know, because we want to make sure you are hooked up with the right person so that if you decide to continue after this 21 days, that you end up with that person as your coach. That is the person who you met and who introduced this to you. So this is what will come up. Then you just need to click on this sign in. When you signed up from the link that you got from the coach who invited you, when you signed up for the Beachbody on Demand, you created an account. So you'll use your email address. Oh, they already signed me in. So you use your email address, and I use it so much that my computer goes right to it. And you will use the password that you created when you started your account. You can see here at the top, there's some fun information on new flavors of Shakeology and 2 new superfoods that they have added to Shakeology. You'll get a video this week that is created by that is the creator of Shakeology, or one of the co-creators, and he explains the difference between it and anything else that claims to have what's in it. And there's a huge difference. So make sure you watch those videos that we post, and make sure you really get the information before you make a decision, because you could end up with the wrong thing, doing the wrong things to your body. You want to make sure that you are getting what truly is the most nutritiously dense food that you can get. So, okay, so workout programs. So I haven't gotten to watch Wendy's video yet, but she may have shown you this. You can use these filters here in order to find a workout for you. So you can pick it by trainer. You can pick it by type. You can pick it by time, how long the workouts are, or by your fitness level. Now, don't let level scare you, because we have several workouts that are considered intermediate and or advanced, and there are modifiers so that pretty much anyone can do them. I have several stories of women who were severely obese and started their first program as Insanity, which is just insane. But they just did whatever they could, and if there was a move they couldn't do, they marched in place. They never gave up. They got through the whole amount of time. They came back the next day, and they did it again. And sure enough, as time went on, they improved and they improved and they improved. So don't let a level discourage you. I highly recommend picking a program you like and just being willing to modify or reduce the numbers. For instance, the program that I'm doing right now, which coincidentally Tabitha and Wendy are also, is this 22-minute hardcore. There are pull-ups and chin-ups in this. And so since I can do some of these, but like one of the rounds is 15, I may do one of 3 things. I may do all 15 and use a chair to help me. I may do 10 and use a band wrapped over the chin-up bar to help me. Or I may do just 5 without help, whatever it is. So I've modified to adjust to my level. And say you don't do pull-ups at all. You don't even have a pull-up bar. There are other options. You can use a band. Beachbody sells an over-the-door attachment. So you can hook up a band and you can pull like this, just like you're doing a pull-up, but you're just pulling a band. Or you can ask one of us, what is another option if you decide this is the workout program for you? So one of the things I want to talk about too is equipment. There are many programs on here that use no equipment at all. And then there are some that use lots. So you have to decide what your level of commitment is and or maybe you already have some equipment, right? So I have a lot of equipment. And the reason is because I've taken the last 2 years and I have just scoured Craigslist and I've bought things as they pop up on Craigslist. And so now I have a lot of equipment. I never paid full price for anything. I got great deals on it. So it doesn't have to be expensive. And like I said, there are many programs that have no equipment. And so let's say you're traveling. You can use your Beachbody On Demand to travel. And you don't even have to bring any equipment with you, because you can do one of the programs that doesn't use equipment. And most of our programs use a very small amount of space as well. So back on to finding you a program. So let's start with some ideas for programs with no equipment, okay? I also definitely recommend that you take some time to go through this. I know Wendy took you on a little tour, but make sure you take some time to look and really figure out what you want to do. Now, the other thing is you have this free for 30 days. So although normally as a coach, what I recommend is for people to print out that program calendar and follow a program from beginning to end without excuse. However, having said that, since this is a free 30 days for you, explore a little bit. Maybe pick 3 programs and do one this week, one the next, and one the next. Or maybe you decide to do all of them and you just want to scroll through and see what's there. So, as I said, really take some time to get to know this before your 30 days are up, okay? And then that way you know whether this is really what you want or not. One thing I will say too is this is so incredibly affordable, and you can't belong to a gym for the amount of money per month that this costs. And your whole family gets it for that same price. My husband uses it. My children use it when their sports are off season. And I can tell you our local YMCA is over $100 a month for a family membership. And this is less than a tenth of what our YMCA is. So, don't let it freak you out. This is the Netflix of workout programs. You got everything on here. You'll never know it all because there's so many and they're constantly adding. So let me go through and let's talk about some of the programs that don't use any equipment. For those of you who don't have any, this program here is Core to Force. Core to Force is a cardio kickboxing program. It is probably, if you were to do all of the workouts, it's an intermediate level. However, again, you can modify on the days that are a little more intense. But for the most part, anybody can do these moves because they're kicking and they're punching and they're, hopping, jumping, which you can do without the hop or the jump for low impact. But there is a day called Dynamic Strength that is more push-ups and different kinds of push-ups than you ever thought existed. And that's what would put me in the intermediate category for this because it's crazy. But I loved it. I did this entire program. I got tremendous results, mainly in my core, which is Core to Force, the emphasis of this program. So that gives you a little idea of that. Okay, where's my back arrow here? Sorry, I got things covered up. Okay. Let's see, no equipment. PiYo. PiYo is a Pilates yoga infusion workout. So it is harder than most people think. However, if you push through, the results that I have seen people get from this program are tremendous. It is low impact. It is a little complicated in the beginning. However, if you don't give up, you'll learn the routines and you will get tremendous results at a low impact. Size is a dance fitness, a cardio dance fitness. It's hip hop inspired. And Shaun T, who is the trainer on this, is amazing and fun. And the dance moves are created based on everyday movements. And so it's pretty easy for you to begin to do it. I can't promise you won't look silly. I look tremendously silly. And then some people I see do it, they look so cool. Not me. But tremendous results I've seen with people, and people love and have a great time. If you're someone who wants to exercise, but you don't really like weights or jumping around or anything, and like push-ups, size. It's great. Country Heat. Now, Country Heat is similar. It's a dance cardio fitness program, and it is all modern day, fun country music. It's like line dancing, but you will sweat and you will lose weight. I have had several customers who were severely obese and felt like they couldn't exercise, do this program, love it, and lose a ton of weight. So do not be afraid that won't give you results, because it will. This 3-week yoga retreat. Now, there is a ton of yoga on Beachbody On Demand. There is the 3-week yoga retreat and Beachbody Yoga Studio. And in Beachbody Yoga Studio, you have everything from short little workouts that teach you, say, how to do a handstand, how to start balancing a handstand. You have balance programs, balance to the core. You have core programs. You have yoga for cyclists, yoga for low back pain. If you're someone who starts working out and your back starts hurting, do this little 10-minute yoga at the end of a workout. Believe me, it works. Core strength, get well rounded. I mean, look at all these different workout programs. There's yoga for cyclists, yogas for runners, meditation. This goes with a detox that you'll learn about this week. And then there is the yoga programs from other workouts. And they've put them all together in this one place. So that's our variety of yoga, which there is just a ton of. But then also we have this 3-week yoga retreat. And this 3-week yoga retreat is a program that is created for people who have always wanted to do yoga but were intimidated by it. I actually have a friend who is a yoga instructor, and she did this program for me and told me it was amazing. So I wanted to make sure, since I'm not a yoga instructor, that it was technically correct, that it was designed well, and she could not stop saying wonderful things about it. So if you are ever interested in starting yoga and you're intimidated to go to a class because you don't know the name of the moves or how to do them right, this is what you want to do, is this 3-week yoga retreat. And it is even challenging if you've been doing some yoga before. At least it was for me. Especially as you get later on in it, because it's 3 weeks and they build up on the yoga through the 3 weeks. All of these things, no equipment. Now, the yoga, they do prefer you have a yoga mat. You may need a belt or strap. Depending on your level, you may need to get a yoga block. But in general, you could do this program without any equipment. Let's see what else. Insanity Max 30, no equipment. T25, no equipment. These workouts, Shaun T, are insane. I did Insanity Max 30. It is so out of my comfort zone. I'm not a cardio person. I like weights and exercises, and I decided to do it, and it was so mentally life-changing for me because I realized I was capable of so much more than I ever thought I was. And it was just a wonderful challenge for me. I really enjoyed it. And this, again, is one of those programs that you can do at any level. You just have to pace yourself. And you have to say, this movement is too hard. I'm going to jog in place. Or, this is high impact. I'm not ready for that. You take out the impact. Another cool thing about this program and a few of the others is you can split screen them so that you have the modifier on one side of the screen the whole time you do the program. Let me see if I can show you that really quickly. Workout list. Details. I thought it was in details. It may need to be on some of the things that you can do are only available on the app. So it could be that. Let me see. Sorry, I should have checked first. I'll be showing you guys some things on the app. So if that's the case, then I will show you that as well. I will look into that. I know you can do that. Let's see if it says anything here. And again, this says that it's an advanced program. It is. However, you are capable of modifying to the point where if you really wanted to do this program, you could do it. But if you're doing this whole program all the way through, it's advanced. Yeah, I'll have to look into remembering how to get that split screen up. But you can get the split screen so that you can see the modifier the whole time. They're working on getting that on more programs. Right now, there are only a select few that you can do that on. I know I can do that on my TV. Okay, so let's see. I have not done Brazil butt lift. I'm actually going to do it soon. I'm planning on adding it largely because, well, I'm old and my butt sags. Let's see. I don't see any equipment, workout equipment, a strength band, and ankle weights. So it does have a little bit of equipment, but pretty stuff you could get at Target. So, there are a good handful of workouts that do not have equipment needed, and that gives you a great place to start. To figure out what it is you're going to do. Now, these don't use equipment either, but I've never done these. Those are scary. Turbo Fire. Turbo Fire also does not use equipment. Again, this is Chalene Johnson, who I absolutely adore. And she is the one who also did PiYo. These workouts are cardio inspired. There are a bunch of HIIT workouts you'll see. They're all, the HIIT workouts are pretty short. There's a 10-minute ab, upper 20-minute workouts, but then there are also some 45-minute workouts. So you have to be ready for a fairly long time commitment on this one, but still less than an hour. It's a little more aerobic style. And again, the moves are a little complicated in the beginning, but if you take the time to learn the routines, you'll love the program. Again, tremendous results from this program. Okay, so that's your no equipment workouts. There may be a few more on there. Again, do your searches. But if one of those workouts sounded interesting to you, go ahead and start with that tomorrow and then post in this group and let us know what workout you tried and what you thought of it, because we really want to share with each other in this group. Everyone in this group is doing the on-demand, and so we want to know what you think. So make sure to share what you think. So now, 21-day fix. Okay, so now we're looking at workouts that use a little bit of equipment, like maybe a couple sets of dumbbells, your 3s and 5s, or your 5s and 8s, or your 8s and 10s, whatever level you are currently, and maybe just a mat, maybe a chin-up bar, one of those little door frame ones you can get at Target, something like that. So just a little bit of equipment. We're looking at things like 21-day fix. This is the program I started with. I will always have a special place in my heart for this program. There are 7 different workouts, plus core workouts, and then some added workouts, which are really fun. You have 2 cardio days, 1 upper body, 1 lower body, 1 full body, and a Pilates and a yoga day. So it has this wonderful variety of workouts to keep you interested, and so you don't feel like you're doing the same thing every day. So you're doing some weights, you're doing some cardio, you're doing some stretching, you're doing some Pilates. And again, like I said, there's core, there's a bar workout on here, and they're just a whole lot of really fun workouts to do here. This is a beginner to intermediate program. And I have had many clients get tremendous results. This is a workout program that a lot of people start with. Next, you've got 22-minute hardcore, which is the program that Wendy and Tabitha and myself are all doing right now, coincidentally. I am halfway through. I'm in the 4th week out of 8. So I'm not going to stop to do another program. Because I really firmly believe in starting a program and finishing it. Like I said, as a coach, that is usually what I recommend. However, for you guys in this first 30 days, you're deciding whether to buy or not. It's worth looking around and seeing if there are other programs you like as well. One of the things too, you may be thinking, well, why don't I just buy one workout? Why do I need all these different workouts? Well, your body needs change. You need muscle confusion in order to continue to get results. So that's why a program is for a certain amount of time, because they then want you to go do something else. And then you can always come back to it. This is the 3rd time I'm doing 22-minute hardcore. I just love it. It's a boot camp inspired program. The only equipment you need is you can either purchase from Beachbody the sand bag, which you fill with sand to your desired weight amount, or you can use one set of dumbbells. It does have, as I mentioned, the pull-up bar, which you could either use, or you can get a resistance band and an over-the-door attachment so that you can use it instead, or just use like dumbbells and do the same move as the chin-up or the pull-up with those weights. I mean, it's a modification. And then the other thing that you use is just, a mat if you have a hard floor. If you got carpet, you're probably fine. You may want a towel so you don't get rug burn if you're doing a couple of the core moves. There are some amazing core programs in this. The workouts are 22 minutes. Like, how awesome is that? And then if you add a core workout, we're talking 32 minutes. I mean, I love how quick these are. Again, they are moves that you can modify if you need to. You can make them low impact. There is a modifier in the program. And I think most of these moves can be done by just about anybody. And you can modify the others. Let's see. We've got here, this is 21 Day Fix Extreme. If you've done 21 Day Fix already several times through and you want a significantly harder, 21 Day Fix Extreme is hard. It's awesome. And it probably improved the look of my legs more than any other program did, was this program. But it is a lot of jumping, and it is a pretty intense workout program. Body Beast. This is the one my husband loves. It is all weightlifting. So you need a lot of different sizes of weights for this, but a great program. And I know several women who have done it as well and love it. P90. P90 is if you've been someone who was like me and always used to watch those P90X commercials and go, gosh, I wish I could do that program. But you don't feel ready to do something like P90X. P90 is a pre-P90X to help get you ready for P90X. So that's a fun program as well. Hammer and Chisel, also weightlifting program. Great. I mean, the results you get from this are insane. You have to be prepared to eat a lot of food because it is burning a lot of calories and you are lifting some heavy weights. This is a program I've done once and will definitely go back and do again. These are the different P90X workouts. This is your original P90X. Great workouts, very long. So then they created P90X3, which is 30 minutes of P90X. So basically every workout is 30 minutes, but they're still P90X workouts. So that I ended up doing P90X for about half the 90 days and switching over because I just could not. I didn't have the time anymore. This is kind of a reality show they did. It was a silly little thing to find a new trainer in her 20s or in their 20s. You're welcome to watch that if you got the time. 10-minute trainer. This, if you're someone who thinks, I don't even have 30 minutes to fit in a workout. Well, doggone it, you can fit in 10 minutes. This is a full program of 10-minute workouts, and you use a resistance band to do these workouts. So you will need to check into getting one of those. Again, you can get it at Target or Walmart, whatever. We've got Brazil Butt Lift. Asylum, super intense. This Shailene Extreme, if you're into weights. This is a weightlifting program. You need at least 3 sets of dumbbells, maybe one more. I love, love, love this program. This program cut my arms like no other program ever did. Highly recommend this as well if you like that. Of course, Hip Hop Abs, you probably remember seeing that infomercial. Again, no equipment, fun workout. Tai Chi. So as you can see, and then we have some bot exclusives, some extra little fun things, even an active maternity workout program. So you can see there is just so much to choose from. Yoga Booty Ballet, the Kids and Family Collection. If you have young kids and you want to start showing them that working out is a good thing, you can use that as well. And we have some nice old workouts that, you look at them and you see, look how young Tony Horton is there. So you can see there's more than you can possibly do. I hope that you'll take the time to find the program for you. And then tomorrow, please let us all know what you chose. Post something, whether it's a picture of your on demand, whether it's a sweaty selfie, you just did a workout. But let's start tomorrow. Pick what you're going to do, pick when you're going to do it, and let's post in this group, because this group is about participation. We are going to ask that you get out of your comfort zone. If we don't hear from you, we will message you, and we are here to ensure that you know by the end of this 21 days if this is for you. And I think it will be. Have a blessed day, guys.